Welcome everyone to this magnificent and prosperous live stream. We'll take just a few minutes before we get started so we can wait for more people to tune in. And welcome whether you're watching this stream live or rewatching, because I know that lots of you rewatch my streams. So let's wait for a few minutes. And let me know if everything works, the microphone, the video and screen sharing, because I oftentimes have issues with that. I go live and the first 5 to 10 minutes get lost because I simply did not see that it glitched up or something, the streaming software. I can already see a few people in the chat. Welcome everyone. Welcome Slatty Slat. Welcome. Now let me do a few things before we start. And the first one is going to be, I'll pin a live chat message for you with the free resources that we have. So yes, there will be a few minutes of silence from me. I'm going to be silent for a few minutes here. And the agenda today will be looking at trading coins and PUMP.FUN coins like we always do. Live trading, I'm saying it up front, most likely not going to happen unless we see a very high conviction plays. We won't be doing any live trading because I can see lots of people asking for it. So just to clarify that up front. Now let me pin the message. So I've just pinned the message in the live chat. It's also in the description of this live, which is a free course with 30 plus minutes of beginner level PUMP.FUN completely free resources. Then the Discord community where I'm active literally every single day. You can talk to me, as well as my Telegram course channel. But now let's get the link for my live stream so I can actually shout it out on our Telegram course channel. And by the way, we currently have almost 1k members on my Telegram course channel, which is really, really magnificent. We're growing every single day. And let me know if the stream lags, because yesterday it was really terrible. The lag was horrendous. I'm going to type "we are live" to shout out this stream. And lots of people join from the Telegram course channel always. So that is nice. That is very nice. We are live. Now paste the link. This should be done now. Perfect. We're ready to get started now. Let's wait for just a few more people. And yeah, by the way, the Telegram course channel, I'll just come back to it for a few minutes. The first thing I want to tell you guys is that I'll be dropping lots of coins. I mean, it's Telegram course channel, right? And recently I've been dropping less amount of coins because there are simply not that many trades in my opinion. For example, today there was one trade and the coin I was trading myself off camera, which was bread. But this is literally the only coin that I found today. I literally found nothing else which is interesting in my opinion and which is safe, right? Because I'm a safe trader myself and I want to show you the safe trades which you can ape into, right? So I'm really careful about what I'm sending here in my Telegram calls channel. But yeah, this call, as you can see here, bread on Solana, now not the base one. So it's a copy and it's in the trend. And yesterday it was Pepe. But yeah, bread, as you can see, I did lots of analysis. I was looking at it for hours. I was sharing bread. And I also made a call to you about bread. And it did 3x, as you can see here. And this was a crucial point here. You can see this right here, this triangle, and then a crazy breakout to a new all-time high. So here it was basically a second wave setup, a second wave trade. And I'm sure that lots of you did like a 2x, 3x, pretty feasibly, because I can see lots of fire emojis here. But yes, the point is that I'm going to be dropping more and more of those plays once Solana meme coins resurrect for another wave. Because when it comes to Radium, you can just find one or two, maybe three plays a day, which is not a lot, but soon it's once again going to be dozens of plays that you can enter and make money on literally every single day. So yeah, join the Telegram calls channel. I'm not going to get into the weeds here, but yeah. Now let's take a look at our coins. Yeah, let's take a look at bread today, because bread was a nice trade, as you can see here, and it still could very well be, but you can see here that the volume is absolutely down. And I was looking at this trend line just recently, like dozens of minutes ago, and hopefully I was hoping for it to continue moving in those higher lows, which it didn't really. It broke down through this trend line, and now it's kind of heading downwards. We can see this head and shoulders pattern, which is very bearish, you know, and clearly here as well, without any volume, it's kind of looks like it's dying, you know, and all the volume levels, which is the anchored VIP, VWAP, I mean, and it's literally just using it as a resistance, so it's in about a free fall. Now this coin I was also looking at quite recently before this live stream, and I'm now surprised that it's bouncing back, because you can see here it was forming a very little reversal, like a bit of higher lows kind of. I was thinking that if this can reverse above this Fibonacci level, which is 0.786, I was thinking to maybe ape into it. If it goes above and bounces back here, retests the level, and then rallies forward, this could be a potential trade, because the volume is still there clearly, but it's a community to take over. So it's actually a PUMP.FUN coin, which had a great performance, by the way. It went to $350k in market cap, and then it came down because the developer sold, most likely on this big candle. So he GR'd pretty much right away after Radium on this first wave, sold the top. So I mean, great for him. He made money, but everyone lost. But everyone now, as you can see, sold. But the community takeover happened, and this coin went to $1.3 million in market cap. And now it could go make a small recovery. So we'll see what is going to happen. But that is pretty much it when it comes to Radium coins. I did not find much else today, just bread, and it was a trade. So I hope that you guys got into bread as well, because it was a feasible trade. Now let's get back to PUMP.FUN. Let's look for some plays, and hopefully it doesn't lag today, because yesterday's stream, I have to admit, was in my opinion completely horrendous. A really painful watch, because in the beginning it started lagging, and I was completely thrown off by this. It really bothered me, because when I was talking, then, you know, screen freeze, I had to refresh, and I couldn't get into the flow. And I really started to repeat things. This stream went down the toilet, really, yesterday's stream. So the goal for today is to make a better stream, like we always do, highly informative, highly educational, and hopefully with no lag, because that even disappointed me yesterday and really threw me off, and I lost the flow. So yeah, let's start properly this time. And if you guys have some coins to show, please do so. I'm always happy to take a look at what you guys have and analyze your coins. I'm going to open a bunch of coins at once, so we can actually speed run them and keep a quick pace. And yeah, PUMP.FUN coins, we want to play it as safe as possible here. And the purpose of this stream is really to provide education. So it's supposed to be an educational stream. You guys can ask me any questions. It's about you, and you can make your shows. This is a coin from yesterday. And by the way, the coins from yesterday kind of did perform well after the stream. So this one, as you can see on the stream, we saw it just pump and then dump. So kind of confusing here and looked very, very weird. And I wouldn't say it's healthy, but yeah, it's a slow moon still. You can check it out and you can always do your own research. But there were a few coins which also performed well of this stream, which is this one, Knights, which we found at like 30k. So in my opinion, it wasn't an ape, but I clearly drew the support and resistance levels to you guys here yesterday. So there was like two chances to get in. As you can see here, it formed the support, came back to support twice and then thrice. And actually maybe in a fourth time, but this doesn't really count, you know. But at like 20k, this could have been a great entry for sure. You can see the resistance here very, very clearly. So use those two, guys. I mean, trend lines are really easy to draw, really simple to master. You don't even need to watch any videos really. Just from the looks of the eye, you just mark the top and the bottom and draw the lines, you know. And it's really helpful when it comes to slow mooners even. Now, on first waves and PUMP.FUN, it doesn't work, but it does work on slower coins with more of a, you know, died down volume with lesser volume, or when it comes to radium coins. On radium coins, it works very, very perfectly. You can see on bread, I'm always using trend lines and everything. That really works. So any tool you can use, always use. And this coin I can already see went to 45 kilos in market cap, and we were looking at this coin during our previous live stream. And I assume we'll see a big second wave, which happened when I closed the live stream. And yeah, actually, right about the time that I ended the live stream, this coin did perform really well. And it's still going upwards, so clearly a slow mooner. And volume is present here over time, but it's high up now. But if you caught this trade from the live stream, you could have been very prosperous, that's for sure. But now let's look for new coins. I already have a few open. This I'm going to close actually. But I'm going to find like 3 more. And I actually need my live chat here as well, so I can see what you guys are saying. And welcome everyone to this live stream. I'm happy to have all of you here. Welcome Harunki. Welcome Film Resume du Jour. Good call, Brett. Yeah, it was a good call, guys. It actually did a 3x, but realistically 50%, 2x, you could have made very easily. Welcome Dick Screener, and welcome all the newcomers. But yeah, Brett clearly was a good coin to trade, but it looks bearish now with its head and shoulders pattern. Now let's open one more coin. And share this live stream, guys, in the Discords, in Telegrams, everywhere you can, because the more people, the better. And this is just to prepare you guys for what's to come, because meme coins are really going to dominate this bull market, that's for sure. And altcoin season is about to start, really. So yeah, let's start with this actually, so we keep it informative. Now let's take out the volume. We can see that it's rather a slow mooning coin here, just about 10 hours old. The volume has been subsiding here, but that's the common pattern. And people always mention that I talk about the volume a lot, but the reason I talk about the volume is that it's literally number one indicator. So if I repeat it, then it's still important, you know. It's something you should always pay attention to, because it's literally number one sign when it comes to trading radium coins. And everything else is important too, so the full package is important here. But yeah, just the volume can tell you like 90% of things. There is burns, there is lots of conversations happening, which we really like to see. and DEX prepaid already is amazing. At an early stage, that's even better because I believe they should prepay the DEX like right when they launch their coin, ideally before 15 or even 20k dollars in market cap, because later is too late. Simply, the website now. And this looks great. I don't think it's going to be that special, but this is like an average website. This is completely acceptable. And also, I really like to say average, but the thing is that those websites are average, you know? If you look at coins and other websites, you can clearly see which website stands out and which website is average, you know? And most of those have the bare minimum, so they have the average websites. And that's just how it is. So yeah, now the DEX is prepaid. We saw that before. Bumbot wallet. This is nice thing to have running. One so keeps it running for around 1 hour. So basically they put in and they feed that wallet Solana, and then that wallet uses Solana to do those bumping transactions. So it's actually faster than people can do it, and they bring attention to the project. If you have a back here and want us to get more eyes on us, stay longer. Yeah, I'm not going to read it really. Let's take a look. More holders the better. 200 holders is nice because average PUMP.FUN coin has like about 30 to 50 holders in my opinion, like on the low end or like even average. So yes, the more holders the better because distribution is better and the price is holding more strong. That's what comes with more people. Now there is only 8 people in the voice chat, but it's acceptable because the coin is slow mooning. Now the issue is that we do need a more active community. That's for sure. This coin, as you can see at 16k, could be an entry, as you can see if you trade slow mooners, but overall trend is still downtrend from the beginning. There was just the initial pump in the beginning, and ever since it has been really consolidating downwards. So the long-term and short-term trend are really still a downtrend when it comes to this coin. This coin I think we saw yesterday, and this is the opposite. This coin's long-term trend is the type of chart that you want when it comes to slow mooners, because its long-term trend is heading upwards. And slow mooners, if you trade them, look for charts like this, which have upwards long-term and short-term trend. This slow mooner has a downwards long-term trend, so it's a more risky one. And you're trading against the chart, against the people, because, yeah, let's just take a look at the volume here as well. Distribution does look great, but you can see here they most likely have a bump bar as well, so it's a struggle to find real transactions, which is why you need this volume indicator always. And you want the volume to be more or less consistent, as I always tell. What is important is that the volume is consistent. You don't want the volume to pump and dump. You don't want it to go ever into a dead zone where there is no people trading the coin. And apparently it's a CTO. So the developer cheated and someone burned tokens, which is interesting because it's not the developer. Some kind of community member had tokens or bought tokens and then burned them. Which is great, in my opinion, creates demand and transparency. And CTOs happen a lot recently. And even this Breadcoin, by the way, Breadcoin is a CTO because the developer cheated, and this coin still went to 1.6 million. And the developer cheated on like this first wave, as you can see, like when it was at 1 million or a bit below. And at this point, at 300k, and 400, 500k, there was this CTO, and they brought it up to 1.6 million. It was really active CTO because people wanted to make their money back, you know, people who bought the top, and it came back, the developer cheated, they wanted to make their money back. So they shilled, did the teamwork, and resurrected this coin for another wave. CTO coin, as well as this one, Jeff, which is currently moving in those high lows really slowly, so really hard to trade it. There is literally no data, no tools you can use here, just this trend line really. Maybe volume as well, of course. But yeah, this coin as well is a CTO, so CTOs do happen a lot right now. And I'm not really turned off by them automatically. The thing is that there is lots of new coins to find, you know. So as long as there is a community, it really doesn't matter whether it's a CTO or it has the original developer. But let's take a look at the Telegram, because this is where the community is. And you guys can show me some coins, so we keep it more entertaining, more fun, more interesting. This keeps happening sometimes, and I'm not going to do this on this stream. So yeah, apparently we can't join. Is this safeguard bot like a different one, which doesn't really like me for some reason? Because other bots do work for me, but this one in particular doesn't. But yeah, let's keep an eye on other coins. Let's take a look. This is a representation of a coin which I wouldn't trade, because you can see here, every candle, as you know, is 5 minutes, but this coin had no volume when it had launched, and then it had this suspicious big candle, and most likely it's the cabal pump in this coin, and then there is no volume whatsoever once again. So I'm going to close it very quickly, but this looks like a more advanced rug. You can see people holding here, but top 10 holders literally have like 60 or 65% here, which is dangerous. It's pretty much the same as a rug pull, whether intentional or not. And people are saying here as well, rug and rug. So this coin I'm just going to close, but you can make a good example out of bad coins, because we learn from the both sides, you know. We learn when the coins perform well, and we learn when the coins are bad and don't perform, or even rug. This coin, as you can see here, has kind of high-lows pattern. If it continues going, the volume is stable over time, which is a big bullish sign, which I like, because coins need the volume to be consistently there. And you can see here, there are bumping bots, which is literally the case with every coin, and it's good, but there clearly also are real transactions. People are bullish here, I can see here, and this is very nice. Vibes in the voice chat, many in the voice chat, developer based, 19 people active in the voice chat. That is pretty good. Usual minimum is 15 in my opinion. Anything below is too little. Burns as well, so far I like what I'm seeing. It is early on in its market cap as well. And apparently there is DEX prepaid. I saw a message in the thread section. You can see here, now this website I would say is below average. Pretty much counts as no website because it's very simple, low quality, and there is no information whatsoever about the project, so it's problematic, I would say. You ideally want to learn about the project, about the developer, about the vision and everything from the website. And you always got to collect those flags, you know. You basically collect mentally, or even you can write it down, bullish versus red flags. So green flags and red flags. So if the website is no website or a simple website, that would be an uncertain flag or a red flag in my opinion. And of course you want it to be the full package. The coin has to be complete, because imagine if it goes to Radium and then there is this sort of a website, and no one is going to buy it simply because in Radium people take those projects way more seriously. We can see this is, by the way, like AI made, it looks like. You can clearly see this. So they have memes here, but they're all AI made, and this is another sign that the developer or the team are not putting in the real effort, the real hard work. You want those images to be handmade, hand-drawn, like custom, and not AI made, because it's simply a red flag, a sign of low effort. Pinned messages, burns. I always check literally every single pinned message I can to not miss any important announcements or anything, but I didn't see the DEX prepaid here, which you should always wait for ideally. You can see people asking that as well. DEX prepaid at King of the Hill. so it's not king of the hill yet. But there is 22 people in the voice chat, 100 in the Telegram group. This looks great in my opinion. This coin, you guys do your own research. This looks pretty good to me. The volume is consistent here. And of course, anything can happen because if the developer sells, if he cheats, which happens a lot in most cases actually, this coin can still go to zero. So it's always a risky play. That's something you have to keep in mind. But when it comes to those bullish signs, this coin looks great. Besides the website, it's kind of, below average in my opinion. This is the only issue. DEX is not prepaid, but yeah, if they pay it later on, this could be acceptable for sure. And the volume does look great on it. So you guys do your own research when it comes to this token. Don't buy it because of this stream, because it's your responsibility, right? Because we provide education here, and I screen those coins so you guys can do your own research. Not that you can copy the trades, but that you can do your own research and learn. And of course, if you just ape into coins because I say they're good, which you kind of do, and I allow it of course in my Telegram course channel, but you won't learn anything, right? So you can do it to an extent, but you still have to do most of the work if you want to learn the game, you know. And this coin we can see just from the chart that there was no volume whatsoever in the beginning or even in the middle here. So clearly it looks off for me right away. We like to see consistent volume, which this PUMP.FUN coin completely has. This is ideally what we want to see, those sort of candles. Can you tell me the name of a coin? The one from before, which was my call. I'm not sure if you mean this one, but it was a bread. But it's now bearish because of this pattern, as you can see here. Clearly head and shoulders, and volume is on a decrease. Actually now it's going up a bit. But yeah, the long-term trend of the volume still is to the downside. Now this coin, as you can see here, kind of qualifies as slow mooner because it's moving slowly, but it's not a slow mooner you would want to ape in, because you can see here the chart first of all looks on a downtrend, consolidating, going sideways and nothing happening for actually the entire day. So you're freezing your funds here, and additionally there is no volume or anything here. The volume is quite literally dead. So this type of slow mooner I would really avoid. So it's also important to pick, you know, which one is a good slow mooner. Slow mooners are safer than the first waivers, but it doesn't mean that once you find a slow mooning coin, that it actually is a great coin to ape into. Let's take a look at this coin as well. It's clearly a slow mooner. We haven't checked it before, right? Just to make that sure. Yeah, we haven't seen it before. It's high up now, but if it happens to come down, it always can be a trade. Distribution, great. Developer in the voice chat. DEX is prepaid. That's $300. That looks nice always. Burning tokens. And as you can see here, burning tokens. Every single solid project is now burning tokens. So if a project doesn't burn at this point, I mean, it's like the bare minimum. It's like the new normal. So every project, in my opinion, should do burns. Because everyone else does, you know. And you got to follow what the successful projects do. But this website really simple, just going to close it right away. But it's clearly a slow mooner, and its long-term trend is upwards, that's for sure. The voice chat is just 8 people, but DEX prepaid proof is there, and you don't just want this, you know, because from here you can't really see anything. You can't see his email, no nothing. You can see that there is no other code, but it could have just gotten this picture from some other coin, which I've seen developers do before. So you got to always look for a soul scan transaction. This is what you want to see. because this doesn't count as proof to me. And it's a concern. If he's lying, it's obviously a rug pull. So there got to be a soul scan transaction, but we'll keep that coin open just because it's a slow mooner. What does it mean to burn tokens? Why is it important? Explain simple terms. So first of all, is developer making a promise? I'm going to do burns. And in that case, if he delivers, it just ensures that he is a transparent developer who delivers on his promise. And also, in order to make a burn, you got to own the token, right? Like $50 worth, $100 worth. You can choose any amount that you want to burn, but he's basically quite literally burning his tokens, so he loses them. He loses his money just to burn the tokens, just to win reputation of people. And second thing, it's good for the token as well, because it's basically creating demand for it. There's less tokens in the supply. So burns are actually important, but people, I mean the developers mostly use burns to obviously win some transparency, which is great. If he delivers on his promises, that's a very good sign I'm looking at. This coin, let's take a look. 15k dollars in market cap, nice chart, looks completely healthy, and the volume as well is consistently there. And you can see here that there is real volume for sure, coupled with the fake volume. But yeah, it's clear, identifiable. Holder distribution is there. I mean, it's nice, completely nice. And you can see here as well, welcome burn and soul scan proof. So burns are very nice. It's like the bare minimum now. But the thread sections, there is not much in here, unfortunately. Let's take a look at this, and this looks kind of simple. You can see that even the domain is not really bought, which is just like $6, $7, $10, you know, very cheap thing to purchase. And this kind of low effort, kind of, in my opinion, because it's the default Canva domain, which in my opinion, not in my opinion, but to my knowledge, it should be free. So they just use the free version to create this website. Join the group. 43 members, 8 in the voice chat. I would say it's below average, that's for sure. Distribution is good indeed. I'm gonna post models here. Individual assets for the car in progress. So this looks great because this is the meme of the project, and they're basically creating lots of versions of the car. So that is for sure hard work here being done, which we do love to see. And yeah, not much else here. So we'll keep an eye on this one. The chart looks healthy, the volume looks good. Would love the community to be bigger. That's obviously very crucial. But other than that, the coin looks pretty good. So do your own research and keep in mind that those plays are risky. I'm quickly going back to bread, which indeed is heading bearish. I mean, it's bearish, you know, a long time already. But yeah, no signs of recovery here so far. Maybe at this level somewhere, because first of all, there is a strong Fibonacci level, which is usually a perfect entry. This 0.786 level is usually my entry, but you got to trade this entry when it's a bullish chart, a bullish coin, heading generally long term towards upwards, you know, but this now is heading downwards. So this deep level, we'll see if someone is going to buy it. And there is also this long-term support here, like in this level, as you can see here, just above the Fibonacci, which we're actually approaching right now. So there is two strong incentives for people to jump in right now, but there is not much volume. So we're going to see if reversal happens, but you don't trade it downwards, you know, because you can't really short those coins here. I mean, there is no such function. You can only basically buy with your own balance. So here, you want to trade in the overall upwards direction and catch the coin where it's bullish and not bearish like here. But we're going to see. And this coin, I was looking for this coin to flip this Fibonacci level and use it as the support here, but it didn't really. It actually rejected off this level and broke through its trend line, which is really not even strong, but it's really the only sign that we had here. But yeah, this coin I'm actually going to close because no hope of recovery. It kind of did like a 2x from the bottom to here, but yeah, going to close this coin. Looks unhealthy and likely not to recover, unfortunately. And if you're new, guys, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. And you guys can also share the live stream so we can reach more people. This is kind of funny, and those DJ memes really do perform. I've seen coins with the name of I'm going to rock this coin, or like I'm a scammer, or something of that kind. And then this one is like, chill guys, I'm a scammer. And this could perform because it's so degen, and people like degen things, as you know. And there was a trader coin indeed, and I'm not sure what happened to it because it was a really great trend. It literally started the live stream meme coin trend. So I kind of do want to take a look at it now. It was like a $5 million market cap coin. As you can see here, it's now back to 30K, and most likely the developer sold, which is kind of acceptable because he put in some money, you know, and he wants to take it out at some point. And if the project is dead, then why not, you know? It's not really rugging it at this point, just taking out your Solana. But here, let's take a look at that coin. The thread section is kind of shallow, small, considering that the market cap is 30K. I would have expected a bigger community here. And there is no socials and kind of bad distribution. So just for that reason, I mean, there is 3 red flags in my opinion. I don't think this coin is the one you would want to ape into. We just saw 3 bad signs. Distribution is bad, no socials, and socials are so easy to make. Like Twitter account and Telegram group take literally 1 minute each. This one is moving higher lows, which is very nice. That we do like. Distribution looks great. No socials though. You can see there is Twitter profile here, but that's it. You might find the other socials from here. You can see the Telegram, but it's important to have them here from the beginning. So the developer failed with that, and thread section is very small. So I'm going to close it because website obviously is very, very important. Very important. If the coin wants to go places, you know, and if they create a website later, this can work for sure, but there got to be a website. Take a look at this coin, and it's suffering of low volume. There is pretty much no volume whatsoever, which we don't like, you know, because without volume it can't really do anything. It can't really pull any move if no one is trading the coin. This one maybe, but yeah, here as well, you can just see from the chart, the first thing that you notice is that there is no volume. It's going upwards here, sure. Most likely the bump transactions bumping it up very slowly, but there was no volume, and there are gaps of volume as you can see in multiple places, which instantly really throws me off from even researching a coin further. And PUMP.FUN does seem kind of dry at the moment. Like we're opening coins, but none of them really are great in my opinion here. We did find like 2 great ones, pretty great ones. But yeah, this coin again, as you can see, he has no volume right now. So I'm going to close it right away. This one has lots of replies, so we might take a look at it. But yeah, it's already dead, and we are skipping all the dead coins because they are not really likely to resurrect. Once a coin dies down, it could go for another wave, but the likelihood of that is like 5%, you know. One coin out of 20 maybe goes for a second wave, but other than that, barely any coins resurrect. But here, as you can see, a coin which you don't want to trade, because the long-term direction and short-term direction is just the downstairs here, as the volume as well, I would assume, as you can see, is heading downwards. And it's at $30k in market cap, so this looks very deadly, and it almost reached radium, so it's a shame it didn't hit radium. It can now die, and in my opinion, it's not a coin to trade. But let's take a look at the coins which we picked before, and yes, they're all moving slowly, so there is nothing to expect here. If you want tape into those, understand that you would have to wait for hours, you know, or for days, of course. Because if you trade the first wave, it's of course fast in and out, but trading, you know, slow mooners, it's obviously a longer play, not a long-term hold, but a few hours, a few days. This one at 16k, just in one candle, with no socials and no threads, clearly looks off right away. And show me some coins in the chat, guys, if you want to, because we're kind of running out of coins already. Volume here was non-existent in the beginning, now kicking in. I think we researched this coin before, didn't we? But it simply doesn't look attractive because thread section is so small, but the market cap is pretty large, 20k, and it doesn't match, you know. There is a divergence here, because with $20k market cap, there should be a bigger type of community than just like a dozen people. So the more replies in the threads, the more conversations, obviously the better. And bonus if the community is bullish. If they are bearish, coin is going to bleed. So for example, when I was trading bread today, at this point where there was CTO, it was the worst voice chat I've ever listened to in Telegram. They're fighting a lot, they're screaming, and then of course the coin literally was bottomed out, you know, because with lots of FUD, there will be lots of bleeding on the chart. People are going to get scared, and as well I was thinking like, what is going on? Those people are literally crazy. I was actually muting people because I didn't want to listen to certain people in Brad's voice chat today. So it's important for the community to be bullish, and once I joined the CTO voice chat, it was a day and night kind of difference, because in CTO's voice chat, people were extremely bullish. They were like really optimistic. They're going to pump it, make everyone some money back, and obviously make money to everyone. And this is what happened, you know. This literally reversed, went to an all-time high because it had good vibes in the community, and the community then was bullish. So it makes a really big difference. So you can buy when there is lots of FUD, but understand that you're kind of trading a falling knife, which is risky, you know. And this coin, you can see right away, just from the looks of the chart. First thing you look at is the chart, and if the chart looks unhealthy, you don't even research the coin. This is how I do it, you know. This is a pump and dump kind of coin, and looks extremely off here. So there could be a magnificent website, perfect distribution, which it has, by the way. But if the chart is unhealthy, it's not a coin that you want to trade. It's really important that the chart itself looks healthy and moves in a bullish long-term trend. That's extremely important when it comes to PUMP.FUN coins, or any coins really. But this coin, as you can see here, you also got to check whether the name is original. And I've seen before this Pepe OV type of name, like on Radium. And you can see here that this meme, which we found here, is not the first of its kind, which basically means that the developers are kind of low effort guys, just copied the name and maybe even the profile picture, but they have seen this try at a meme being done before. And this coin, I'm not sure if it was created before this one or after, but yeah, this one is clearly dead. So yeah, always check the name, and I think this name is kind of overused. I've seen it before, very clearly, on Radium as well even. This website is about average, so there's nothing special. I'm still going to take a look at Telegram. Because just to learn, you can really learn from every chart, every coin, and it's basically more experience, and this is what you want. Constant adaptation, constant improvement, because if you don't adapt in this game, you're going to be left behind. Because market is really fast paced. As you can see, trends as well change literally every single day, and market does as well. Now there is 10 people in the voice chat, 32 members online, which in my opinion is kind of low numbers. Considering that it's at $20k in market cap, it's not good enough. The community is not big enough. Now there is some ETF memes, as you can see here. Ethereum, and this one is like a meme about ETF. So this could be the narrative, could be the trend. So good to spot such things. But you can see here, friends section, $40k market cap coin, but there is nothing in the threads, which is not that good of a sign, as you know. Take a look at this coin, but it's already there, unfortunately. Yeah, just looking for some new coins, and for some reason, really shallow at the moment. Like Radium coins and Pump coins. Before I was live streaming for like 1 or 2 hours, and we had to look. I mean, we literally we looked at coins for like 2 hours or so, and then we ran out of tokens to look at. But here, 30 minutes, and I'm more like out of place to look at here, which is not really ideal. PUMP.FUN kind of is drying up, it seems like, because I don't really have other explanation. Because this time usually is great in my opinion. There have always been coins during this current time. And this is a Slow Muna, a really old coin. It's just showing the recent few days, but it's like 10 days old, and nothing has been happening here for actually like last week. As you can see here, last 5 days, coin has been downtrending. So this Slow Muna really is not the one you want to look at, Focus is on alts, maybe, yeah, maybe perhaps, because if you look at coin market cap, those altcoins are doing really, really well, everyone. Ethereum is the last 7 days 30% up. Solana obviously is up. And people now are speculating that memes are coming back, like another wave, which I'm really hoping for, because in my opinion, the market right now for memes has really dried out. And as you can see here, if you look at history of meme coins, which I think are repeated like a few live streams back, but I find it really crucial to know that meme coins work in waves, and every like 1 or 2 months, we have always had a big resurrection, like for 3 days, and then we have downstairs for weeks where volume subsides, but the market is still great. And then we literally have those dead zones for like weeks or sometimes months. And this gap, I think was the longest one, because the last pump was on 3rd of March, which I think we can see here. And literally every coin you want to look at, whether it's with Bonk or any coin like mid-cap coins, which are at least a few months old, you're going to see that they pumped on 3rd of April, and for the next few days, they were literally surging to the upside every single day, smashing all-time highs, and they usually do about 5 to 10x those mid-cap coins which have multi-million level market caps. You can see here, standard at 20x, for example, 23x to be precise. And now the volume has been going downwards ever since 16th of May. And this literally months is been going downwards, and there is no volume, as you can see here, downtrending as well. So we just want another wave. And this is like an accumulation phase for another pump. And also a great example, in my opinion, is Ponky, which Tommy is also talking about. But it's a bit different case because Ponky is pumping even though the market is dry, which makes it even more bullish. But it's a great chart to make this point that those coins completely work in waves. And Ponky was one of the most OG coins. I think it was created at the same time as Reef and Bong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But in December, where memes started to resurrect, we saw the first wave here. Alright. And then we see a big consolidation. For weeks there was nothing. Then in January another wave. So about a month later, as you can see, 24th December and then 24th January. Just a month later, another wave. So every couple of months, we see one wave, which brings the volume back in the game. Then another accumulation down, and we can see 3rd March, another wave. Literally every big coin, mid-cap coin that you'll find, you'll see they go up at the same time. They have identical waves as the same dates. And then, as you can see here as well, 15th of March, 16th March, it's downtrending, just like Stan. Then another accumulation phase, and this is the new pump. And Ponky is a front runner, you know, right now. It's pumping despite other coins being down and despite Solana having less volume in memes. Ponky is pumping, which makes it extremely bullish. But this can also show you that other coins are most likely going to move in waves once again. So we just need to wait for this another wave. And usually before the wave happens, the market dries down completely. So everything is squeezed out, like it's very, very dry. And then once the volume comes back, we'll be smashing new all-time highs. Literally every single day for like at least a week usually. So I'm really pumped for that because this has been like the longest accumulation dead zone that we have had so far since December. So this could also mean that this is going to be the craziest pump, especially coupled with the alt season, which is hopefully coming. So this could be something really great cooking up. You know, it's like calm before the storm. And that kind of quote I think describes this scenario perfectly. So yeah, at the moment, like PUMP.FUN is getting drier, PUMP.FUN, as well as Radium coins. And the focus is on alts, most likely, because they're making money to people right now, you know. So once the memes resurrect, once they're going to make people lots of money, money is going to come back. Fear is going to subside, going to go away, and FOMO money will join, as well as the retail will come back. And memes always set the narrative. Memes always outperform every single other coin or whatever there is. Safe Moon, Safe Star, Safe Mars, Pitbull in the last bull run, they were all extremely crazy. And just so you know guys, I actually was in Safe Moon and it was really lucrative, which I can show you. So I've been doing this for quite a while. I was tweeting about Safe Moon in 2021 and this was exactly 3 years ago, March, April, May, so 3 years ago and 2 months ago. This is when the memes were literally at its peak, but it also was like the last stage of the bull run. So right now we're just gaining the pace. Alt season hasn't even started really, so the last few months are usually the most prosperous for memes. And it happened to be in March 2021. As far as I remember, it was like the bull run end stage. And yeah, Safe Moon was $1 billion coin. I don't remember. It went to multi-billions, that's for sure. Also, Tardigrade and all of those coins were great as well. So memes are always outperforming everything else, always setting the trend. And Doge has been around for even longer, like, I don't know, a dozen years, 10 years? I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I literally don't know. But Doge is a real OG coin, and it's alive, you know? It hasn't died in years. And when it comes to... So we're going off topic here, right? So we're not trading PUMP.FUN coins at the moment, not even looking at them. But yeah, it's completely fine, I think. But usually how I identify that those coins are going to perform is of course look at BTC, Ethereum, Solana price, but you also take a look what is Doge doing, what is with Shiba Inu, what is Bonk doing, because if the first meme coins are starting to perform like Pepe, as you can see here, this is what I'm speaking of. Pepe is up 50% in the last 7 days, which is extremely bullish sign because Pepe is one of the biggest ones, and if the big ones perform, if the money is coming back to big ones, and when memes are going to have another wave, the first money will go to bigger meme coins. That's to identify another wave to be coming. So this is a good time to actually stack up some longer term mid cap or higher cap meme coins at the moment. For example, Stan, I don't know, dog coins in like 20 million range, Noobcat for example, those kind of coins could be really good to put a few SOL in. And I like Tommy's videos at the moment because he clearly knows this, that once another wave is going to happen, I mean, it's right now perfect time to stack up some for the long term, some mid cap, higher cap meme coins. I wouldn't personally stack up Pepe, but I would stack up coins like Stan, which I was looking at before. $50 million in market cap, strong community, very memeable, and yeah. So Pepe is up 50%. It's a clear sign that the first money is coming back to memes. And with and Bonk, they should also be up to my knowledge, and the more they're up, the more it screams that the money is coming back to meme coins. So it's first going to come to the bigger ones, and then the rest of the market is going to follow. And this coin rocked, by the way. The problem is Solana is the new scammer chain. Yeah, but there might be new chains, because Solana is cheap, sure, and Base as well. Like, I don't have any experiences with Base. To my knowledge, there's lots of honeypots and everything. So it's the same issue on literally every single chain. I don't think we can really avoid that. Perhaps we can mitigate that somehow. I don't really know how. But yeah, like if people lose hope in Solana, which very well can happen, there is going to be another chain which is going to overtake, whether it's going to be Base or something else. But if that is going to happen, I would bet it's going to be something other than Base. A completely new chain which is going to pop out of nowhere and make like a revolutionary type of pump, and all the money is going to go in there. So we're not really limited to one single chain. And I do think that we'll have multiple chains, because multiple options is great and people like new stuff. They're tired of Solana. Really great point, by the way, I agree. And something new is going to come, and new hype, no FOMO, is going to build. Because new chain is hype news, it's hype. It's interesting, it's curious. It's fun, and meme coins should be fun. You should approach it as a game, We trade meme coins, sure, want to make profits, we want to make living out of this, but you also got to take it with a grain of fun, You do this for fun. You don't take them too seriously. That's important in my opinion. That's important. But yeah, I'm kind of just looking at things here and just talking really. If you guys want to discuss something, let me know, because I do think that PUMP.FUN is dry, and I'm actually going to end this stream, I think, because there has been like 1 hour of streaming and we're out of content right now, We're out of content for sure. And we do have barely any people in the live stream. That can also be a sign that, PUMP.FUN and meme coins are getting drier. So yeah, that is certainly the case. I'm going to end the live here. So thank you guys for watching. If you are new, make sure to subscribe, join the Discord, join the free course, take a look at it. 30+ minutes of beginner level, free content, and my Telegram course channel, where I'm going to be dropping calls when the memes are going to resurrect. So join those free resources, and I wish you a magnificent, prosperous day from Nick Memes, and have a profitable day trading, guys.